So, just a few days ago, Arsenal won the FA Cup, beating the enemies of football once again. That is Chelsea, or Chelsea as we like to call them. And I wanted to celebrate that. Now I've done with the gloating, I've done with the cheering. Well, maybe I haven't. I'm still going to gloat a bit more. What I want to make is a cocktail to celebrate their victory, and which is why I invented this cocktail. It is called the Arsenal number 14. Why the Arsenal number 14, I hear you ask? Well, it's because this was the 14th FA Cup that Arsenal have won. The FA Cup, of course, being the oldest cup competition in the world for football, or soccer, as my American friends often call it. But also, 14 was the number of the shirt worn by the goal scorer. Both goals that Arsenal scored were by Aubameyang, and he wears a number 14 shirt, and the number 14 shirt has been worn by other famous players like Thierry Henry and also Theo Walcott, I guess. But anyway, so we're going to make it. Now, what did I decide to make? Now, it's called the Arsenal number 14, but when you think of Arsenal, our nickname is the Gunners. So I thought, well, something smoky is clearly required. So I'm going to go for mezcal, and it's my favourite mezcal brand. It's not amazing, but it's good enough for me. It's called Peloton de la Muerte, the football of death. And for Chelsea, that's really what it was. 2-1 was the final score, in case you're interested or didn't already know. I'm going to put 1.5 ounces of mezcal in there. But now, of course, I need something red, because we played in red at the final. So I'm going to go for cherry brandy here. I'm going to put 1/2 ounce of that in, and it also adds a bit of sweetness because it was a sweet victory. Let's put 1/2 ounce of cherry brandy in like so. But is that enough sweetness for Arsenal? I'm not sure. So let's put in 1/2 ounce of sweet vermouth as well, which also coincidentally happens to be red as well. But of course, cup final's about 2 teams, not just the one. There was another team playing, Chelsea, who I may have mentioned lost, and they must have felt quite bitter about that, hoping to. So they've lost a lot of cup finals against us. So I've got to stop laughing about that. So let's put in some cherry bitters to represent their bitterness at losing. And in fact, one lot of bitters just isn't enough to sum it up. So let's put some regular Angostura bitters in there. A couple of dashes of that. That'll add a bit more red in there. There's a sort of red bitterness theme going on here. It's making me quite happy, actually. Give that a good shake. And that should do us. Let's just strain that into a glass, and oh yeah, it's a delicious red looking colour. And can smell that smokiness, the Gunners smokiness going on there from the mezcal. But just in case that's not enough sweet in there, maybe I'll just put my favourite brandy cherry in there as well. Be careful not to get any of the syrup in there, just the cherry, otherwise it'll really sort of dominate a little bit, just like Arsenal did. We had a bit of help with the referee, but who cares? Anyway, let's see what we've got. Oh yes, come on you Gunners.